I'm going to take you back to a happier time, even if I have to drag you kicking and screaming. Don't go away. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Fat Guy Productions. I am Paul, coming to you, as always, from beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, look, I'm going to take us all back to a time that we're going to remember fondly, okay? I know you guys are going to be right on board with me on this, okay? I need something uplifting right now. We just had a pretty ugly little incident here in Las Vegas. Las Vegas is filled with all sorts of amazing things that you can do in your life, okay? You can go to Lake Mead and go boating or fishing. You can go to Red Rock and do rock climbing and hiking and things like that. You can go to Mount Charleston in the winter and actually go snow skiing, okay? So we have a lot of things going on here. Well, the other night, a Las Vegas icon, the Mount Charleston Lodge, burnt to the ground. Now, this is one of the first real fun things on your way up the mountain. It's just a beautiful old rustic lodge. It had a restaurant and facilities for weddings and things like that. And then they had some cabanas and hotel rooms where you could rent out a room and stay up there. A lot of different events, and virtually everybody in the Las Vegas Valley has a special place in their heart for the Mount Charleston Lodge, and sadly, it burnt to the ground. Horrible fire. Fortunately, all the hotel rooms and stuff like that, all those remain, and the owners have already said that they do plan to rebuild and keep the image of the lodge in mind as they rebuild. They plan to bring it back to life for us. But it still was a tragic day, and so I really needed something to lift me up a little bit. And what better than candy? Oh yeah, that's right. Let's take a look. Okay, so you can see here that the box is already open, but this is still going to be an unboxing. I had to open this far to address any issues there might be with what was inside, and I'll explain that a little further in depth. So it is an unboxing. I really didn't do anything in here other than address the issues I needed to deal with. So this is from a company called Old Time Candy, okay? oldtimecandy.com, okay? And that's literally what they do. They have brought back all of your favorite sweet treats from your childhood. This place is amazing. So I found this and I started going through it, and I put together a nice big box, and I'm going to share what I got with you, and we are going to do a giveaway today. So watch to the end of the video and I'll show you what I'm going to give away, and it's going to be a lot of fun, okay? So, man, I'm so excited about this. Now listen, disclaimer time, okay? This is disclaimer time. First of all, yeah, I'm not promoting an unhealthy lifestyle. What I'm saying is that anything in moderation is fine. And for even your kids today, a treat here and there isn't going to kill them, okay? As long as it's done in moderation, you'll be fine. And for us older folks, what an opportunity to take a stroll down memory lane with some of this stuff. You're gonna plot when you see some of this stuff I have here for you, okay? So that's the first thing. And then now, if you're one of my Turning Type 2 video watchers, I am not throwing caution to the wind. I'm not going to be ridiculous or anything. I have worked very hard to get my A1C down to under a 6. Oh yeah, you heard that right. Better than most of the people watching, okay? And I'm not going to blow it on this giant box of candy, but I wanted to get these things in and see them, and yeah, maybe taste them, but I am going to do a lot of giveaways. I'm going to give away some stuff to you guys today, other stuff to my kids and my wife or whoever, and then the rest of it will go into a goodie jar for the grandkids. So yeah, if you're gonna do something like this, it's cool. It's cool. It's okay. Don't be afraid. Just be sensible. All right. So let's take a look and see what we've got going here. Okay. Now this right here, off the bat, this is why I had to open this already. Okay. For the love of candy, read me first. Hot weather warning. If an ice brick is included, and there were 2 ice bricks in here. This came from, I think, Ohio, all the way to here, Las Vegas. And while it's nowhere near midsummer temperatures, it's still hot out, and there is some chocolate stuff in here. And so I wanted to get in here and deal with any cooling issues that I might have. That's why I had to open this the minute it got here. But that's pretty much all I did, okay? So there's that. They do ship with ice bricks. Okay, and then what I noticed right off the bat is that there's this bag, which I think is all the chocolate stuff, I believe, okay? All the melty stuff. And then there's this big bag here, all right? So let's, and I have another box down here on the floor that's going to pertain to the giveaway. So let's go ahead and start with the bag of the chocolate stuff. So, you know, certain things in your life really can trigger memories. Smell is one of them, and certainly taste is another one of them. And so this is a fun bag. Let's take and put that stuff off to the side here, so we can go through it one thing at a time. Okay, first of all, look how fun is this. It is a pair of Vampire Fang wax lips. Wow. I remember, so in the greater Chicagoland area, they have these funky little houses. I think they're called 3 flats, and one is like a half sunken floor. Half of it's underground, half it's above ground. Then there's a little staircase that goes up to a unit above that, and then there's a unit on top of that. They're big, tall buildings, and they're very prominent in the Chicagoland area, still even today. And almost all of those communities, if you walk to almost any corner, there would be the corner store. Literally, the corner store. It was on the corner, and the door would be at a 45-degree angle that would go into the little market. And it could either be a liquor store or a little convenience store or something. I remember when we would be at my grandma Udelis's house, we would walk down to the corner store, and we could get wax lips, wax fangs, all of this stuff. And these are literally wax, but they've got a little bit of a flavor to them. And so after you're done playing with them, you can go ahead and chew it like a bubble gum. I don't know if you're supposed to swallow it or not. Let's see here. Whack-O-Wax. Wax fangs. Play now, chew later. Yeah, so wax fangs. They had the wax lips. They had the wax mustache. Pretty fantastic stuff, if you ask me. Oh, where is it? Let's show you. No, you know what? Forget that. It's gonna take too long to figure it out. Okay, now here's something. Well, let's do these. A Charleston II. Now this is a candy that you can still buy today on almost any store. It's like a toffee of some kind, covered in chocolate. It's like a white toffee, vanilla, artificially flavored. Nougat. It's chewy flavored nougat with a delicious chocolatey coating. And these were always really tasty. And if you took it like it is now, I'm sure it's probably nice and pliable and chewy. But you can also refrigerate it, and it would get really hard. You can slam it on the table, it'll break it into a bunch of little pieces, and you can eat it that way. In fact, it even says it, try frozen, okay? So, yeah, these were a lot of fun. Very tasty. You can still get these today. Readily available. Okay. Here's something I had to get. This is a Clark bar, and I believe, yeah, a Clark bar is a lot like a Baby Ruth, but the reason I got this was because this brought back a memory. My parents won something at like a church raffle or something like that, and they brought home a laundry basket filled with Clark bars. So we had the Clark bars coming out of our wazoos. It was insane, but that's what the Clark bar is, and it's a real milk chocolate, real peanut butter crunch. But see, this is the kind of stuff that this company gets for you. I mean, they take you back to a memory like that laundry basket filled with Clark bars. Okay? Fun. Now, here's something, and I'm a little shocked by this, okay? These are called Curly Wurlies. And I'm going to open one of these so you can see it. I might even take a bite. There used to be a candy bar called the Marathon Bar. And the Marathon Bar was like a braided ribbon of chocolate-covered caramel. So they'd take two pieces and they'd braid them, and they had holes in them and stuff like that. And they stopped making them. So this is a kind of a remake of that. I guess they couldn't get rights to the name Marathon Bar or whatever, but they're making, this is made by Cadbury. There's a couple things I noticed though. First of all, it's not called a Marathon Bar, it's called a Curly Wurly. Second, it's made by Cadbury. I don't know who made it originally. Third, it's really tiny. I don't remember it being this small. I just don't. Okay, here, let's look. I remembered it being something like this long and like this wide. Okay, easily double this size. Okay, but let's see how they did on the inside and see if it holds up as it looks inside. So yeah, okay. That's clearly the bottom of the bar. Yeah, this is what it looked like, okay? This is exactly what it looked like. Okay? But much bigger than this. Go take a taste. Going in. Really good. But what would you expect with Cadbury? Of course, you'd expect that to be really good. Okay, so that's most of the chocolate. You don't mind if I chew on this, do you? Oh, wow, that's delicious. Let's get this bag out. I still think that it would have been neat if it was in the Marathon packaging and all that stuff. Here, okay. All right. Let's take a look, see what we got. I'll just start right at the top of the pile. What would a trip down tasty memory lane be without some fruit stripe gum? 5 juicy flavors. Oh, look at this. It's got the little zebra and the fruit stripes. I'm assuming it's going to taste exactly the same. I won't pop a piece into my mouth. Tattoos inside. Collect all 5. Wet them and wear them. But who didn't like fruit stripe gum? Okay, seriously. If you were a gum guy, this was the flavor that you wanted. Everybody wanted fruit stripe gum. So, wow. Yeah. Still making it. You know, it begs the question, how accurate is some of this stuff? How much does it taste like the old stuff? Now, here's something that we all remember. Remember these little candy dots? What? Candy buttons. Classic candy buttons. It's got cherry, lemon, and lime buttons on it. Poppable sheets. It's got 2 poppable sheets. And How much paper did you end up eating with these things? A lot, because they never came off cleanly. And so you ate a lot of paper with these things. I think my granddaughters will really enjoy this one. Yeah, pretty neat. Okay, there's that. Now, here's something I specifically got these for my wife because I know she loves these. These are Charms Suckers, okay? And these things, now this, you know those little suckers that came on the paper stick and they're small and they got this kind of wrapper on them? This is like that on steroids, okay? We got orange, a watermelon. I think there's more in here. And when you get something like this, oh, here's a cherry and a grape. When you order those, you order them individually, and then they pick the flavors at random, so you don't really have any control over what flavor you get. But so I got these for my wife, the Charms Suckers, and honestly, one of the best suckers ever made. Okay, these were great. Love these things, but my wife loves them more, so those are for her. All right, love these things. See, I'm a fruity and a sour type guy, and these things are called Zots. Now you can still buy Zots today. They're not as easy to find, but you can still buy Zots today. And again, this is one of those deals where you order X number of Zots. They pick the flavors by random and just throw them in the box. So we've got cherry, apple, watermelon, and grape. I'm not a big watermelon candy guy or an apple guy, so really didn't score too well on there. But these are like a hard candy, like a sour ball, but they're filled with this tangy, fizzy powder, and after you get to a certain point, it starts to leak out into your mouth and kind of fizz up a little bit, and it's very sour. A fun little candy, and you get 4 per strip here. Okay, so yeah, these were always fun and always a personal favorite of mine. Now here's something. Okay, I didn't even remember these until I saw them on their website. These are called Wacky Wafers. But once I saw them, I said, I know these. These are made by Leaf. And honestly, I think that's the company that used to make them. Still makes them, or whatever, however you want to phrase that. Original design. We're back. Wacky Wafers. Yeah. I don't remember eating them. I don't know how to say this. I remember them. I remember having them. I remember everything about them, but I don't remember what they taste like. Not at all. Okay, I'm gonna open it and I'm gonna taste one because I have to know what this tastes like. I just don't remember. I don't know if they're sour, sweet, or anything. So, in addition to telling me about your experience with some of these treats, what treat am I not showing that you remember kindly? I'd love to hear your tales about your favorite sweet treat. All right, so it's very hard, very well shaped, and probably like the same process they used to make a pill. Wacky wafer on the front, little powdery feeling. Sweet tart. It's a giant sweet tart. That's all. Same kind of texture. Hard but easy to bite and break off and crumbles up into like a powder. So that's what that is. Okay, here's something fun. And I'm going to be sending some of this to my sister Judy. Jujubes. Now, Jujubes are a chewy fruit candy It comes in all these weird shapes. And I never did understand the shapes, but I always liked these. They come in lime, raspberry, lemon, orange, and anise, which is code for black licorice. I never understood the shapes, but they were always fun, and this is always a favorite. I'm going to open one box and show you the candy inside. We'll just dump a few out. Wow. Okay, vastly different, okay? I'll explain here in a sec. Okay, so what is this supposed to be? And then another one of those ones. This is, I think, a bunch of wheat. What's this one? You know, I don't know what the shapes are supposed to be indicative of. So I don't see a yellow one. There's a yellow one. Green one. Black one. Still, oh, there's an orange. Okay, got orange, yellow, red, green, black. Okay, so there they are. These are Juji fruits, and yeah, I'm gonna eat one. I'll eat one of these green ones. Okay. I basically remember them being fruitier. These are more of a just a sweet fruit flavor. I thought I remembered them as being a little bit more citrusy, but they're not. But they were always one of my favorites. I don't understand what the designs are. Maybe somebody out there knows. If you do, put it in the comments. What was the point? That looks like a pineapple over there. But I really, is that a Jello mold? I don't even know. So if you know, please share with us. Okay, sugar babies. These are always good. They call them delicious candy-coated milk caramels. But man, they sure don't taste like a caramel in any way, shape, or form. They're little pellets. You remember the game Don't Spill the Beans? Okay, this could very well be the bean toy that came in the game. Okay, it could have been sugar babies. All right. To me, they taste more like just a clod of brown sugar or something like that. So tasty, chewy, but you know, just a little bit different. Here's something. I don't even remember. This is a sugar daddy. And it says it's a milk caramel pop. So I have to assume that this is just a slab of caramel stuck on a stick. But it's called the sugar daddy. And yeah, it feels hard as a wreck. I mean, you could probably stove somebody's head in with this thing, but you know, warm it up in your mouth, and I'm sure it becomes nice and chewy. This is guaranteed. This is guaranteed to be a horrible mess all over your kid. Okay, their hands, their fingers, all of that stuff. That's going to be just a train wreck. Okay, going to be really ugly. Now I want to show you this. Okay, let's go back here for a second to the Juji fruits. Okay. I was a jelly kid, okay? I like this kind of stuff. So we have the Juji fruits. Here is something Jujubes, okay? It's a fat-free candy, so hey, manja, eat all you want. Just kidding. Don't do that. All right, these are these weird little pellet-like things that come in violet, lilac, lime, wild cherry, and lemon. So two of them are actually flower flavored. Violet and lilac. That seems kind of weird. They're like little barrels. Little tiny barrels. We're going to open them, okay, so you can see these things. See if they still... That's confidence building. Yep. They look different though. That's them. Take these to the movie theater, throw them down the aisle, and beam people in the head with them. Just kidding. Don't do that. But there it is. There. That's a Jujube. Okay? When you're thinking Jujubes, you're thinking these little guys. Now that I remember. These are hard. And that must be one of the weird flower flavor ones, because it's an interesting flavor. This is interesting. I didn't know this. Try Heidi's other favorites. Juji fruits, okay. So these are made by the same company. But Chuckles. Always loved Chuckles. That would probably be my #1 all-time favorite treat. And it's coming right back to me, stuck to the teeth. Okay? Yeah, so, excuse me. Yeah, it is totally in there. I have to dissolve that right out with some spit. Okay. So that is Jujubes. All right. Now, I want to show you, we're getting to the end of the box here, but I want to show you something. Besides candy treats, they have little fun things as well, like a vintage toy, Whammo Super Ball. Now, this is obviously not a vintage one, but it's a remake. And who didn't have and love a Super Ball? How high can you bounce? Made of amazing... What the heck? It changes languages. Right in the middle of it, it says, made of amazing, and then it goes, Rabacu de Letonet Zectron. That was kind of weird. Okay. Interesting. So a Super Ball. We might have to do a whole fun time favorites just on Super Balls. What do you think? Maybe try and get some real vintage ones. Okay, so you can get things like that, and then check this out. This is going to be really fun. I can't wait to get into this. Yeah, so they have these little things like this too. And the website is really well done. It's broken down. You can search through your main childhood years. You can go the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, whatever, and it'll show you the candies from those eras. But this, check this out. How cool is this? It's a mood ring, guys. It is a mood ring. Oh, it's a shame it won't even fit my tiniest finger. I'm going to have to order another one and get them for my... Oh, look at it. It's already starting to... I see blue. And now it's going green. It's already changing colors. Can you see that? All right. Oh, wow. That has changed a lot of color. And you know what? It's pretty well made. It's not... I mean... Obviously, it's not great, but look how the blue it's getting. Wow. Relaxed. And going to, oh, I'm going right into happy. And that makes sense. It's actually being accurate. It's saying I'm happy. It can go from black, which is stressed, orange excited, purple romantic, yellow alert, green active, light blue relaxed, and dark blue happy. And this is absolutely dark blue. I am happy. And I am. I'm having a great time looking at these fantastic treats from my youth. I hope you're having a fun time. So you can get stuff like that at this website as well. And even if you don't want to buy any of this stuff, I highly recommend visiting their website and just perusing it, because it's fun. Okay? It's fun to see all these things. Half this stuff I didn't remember. I told you. I don't remember these. Now, there's a couple things that are not here that make me sad. One was a candy called Kits, and it was a little rectangle about this big, wrapped in like a plastic wrapper, and inside were 4 little toffee candies individually wrapped, and they came in chocolate and some red flavor and some yellow flavor. I assume banana. I don't know what the red flavor was, but they came in those little colors. And I remember I would go with the few pennies I had in my pocket, and up right across from where we lived, there was the Jewel Osco, and this is in Wooddale, Illinois. And in the same complex, there was the Ben Franklin, and the Ben Franklin was a dime store. And I would go in there, and with my few meager little pennies, I'd buy treats. And I found that Kits, I'd get 4 little toffee candies for a couple pennies. And so I would buy those a lot. And they had them listed on their website, but unavailable. The other thing that I wanted to get, and I hope this isn't socially incorrect, but it was a thing called Mexican hats. And it reminded me a lot of the Juji fruits, but they were shaped like little hats. I guess they were supposed to be sombreros or something, so that's why they called them Mexican hats. And I was going to get some of those for to show you and to send to my sister, but hey, it is what it is. Okay, now I did say something about a giveaway, and we're going to get to that here in a second, but I need to show you these first here. Okay, candy cigarettes. Okay, check this out. Now, look, I'm not a fan of... Uh-oh, what did this go to? This went to purple. Little coder. Ooh, I'm feeling romantic. A little bit lusty. Interesting. Okay, anyhow. So, I'm not a fan of killing all the best toys and things in the world for our kids today. I kind of understand this one. And even in their remake, they don't say cigarettes anywhere on them. They still look like a pack of cigarettes and stuff, but they just say bubblegum on them. So I kind of get this one, okay? This is pretty roguish to be given to kids and saying, hey, enjoy a candy cigarette. Okay. Now, this isn't exactly how I remember them. Okay, these are gum. Okay, and we're going to open one up, take a look at it. And what it is it's a stick of gum in a cylinder wrapped in paper to look like a cigarette. How cool. See him? Look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh, can you see that? Oh. Yeah, I can see why they might not wanted to have continued with these things. Okay, I kind of get that. All right. Okay, so this is the Victory Candy bubblegum cigarettes. Now, what I was saying is that this is not really how I remember them. This is the gum, and that is a wrapper, and they peel it off, and inside is a stick of gum. They also made them like this in chocolate. This is what I remember. And I got these from a different source because I wanted some of these, and I'm going to be giving a bunch of these away at the end of this video. Okay. I got these online from Secret Candy Shop. And these are how I remember candy cigarettes. See, I got a lot of them. So I'm going to be giving a bunch of these away. Ooh, it came with a little Secret Candy Shop magnet. Alright, so Roundups, Victories, Targets, Victories. Luckies and Stallions. So I'm gonna probably keep a couple of these. So I'm gonna give away 2, 4. I'm gonna give away 6 packs of these things. Okay. So let's take a look and see what they look like compared to the bubblegum ones. Okay. So I'll open a box that I'm not gonna give away. So that way I'm not befouling anybody's candy cigarettes. Now, the way I remember these are like, yeah, dextrose, cornstarch, corn syrup, tapioca, beef gelatin, and artificial flavors. That sounds so delicious. But they're just little white candy sticks, and they used to have the tip painted pink. And I don't even think they have the tip painted pink anymore. They said that this is the original recipe of the... Yeah, see, it's just a white painted stick, a white candy stick. But like I said, they used to have the tip painted like a pinkish, like it was on fire. And there's your candy cigarette. So, you know, I do get this not being a thing anymore. Okay, I really do. I understand that one. Let's take a bite as long as I got it in my mouth. It's got a little chalky. Got that little sweet taste. I get a little hint of wintergreen in there. But there it is, your candy cigarettes. And let's see how I'm feeling right now as we're getting to the end of this thing here. Feeling active. Okay, so there you go. That's how I'm feeling right now. Active. So this has been a hoot and a holler for me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And what I'd really love to hear is your little anecdotes. What you remembered. What do you remember that I showed you? What do you remember that I didn't show you? What takes you back in the world of these sweet little treats that we used to have in our youth growing up, you know? Because this was a lot of fun for me. I remember these things so vividly, and I right now I picture myself in some dirty clothes with dirt all over my hands and behind my ears, walking down the street, going to the little dime store at the corner there, you know, spending my nickel and buying some candy and hanging out with my friends and, you know, riding our bikes and just doing all of that kind of stuff. It was a lot of fun. So please, in the comments below, put down what it is that you remember about all of this stuff. And like I said, I'm going to give away some candy cigarettes, maybe a couple other things too in the packages to the winners. So we're going to draw 6 winners from the comments, and all you have to do is in the next, let's say, week or 2, we'll say 2 weeks, okay? 2 weeks from today. So from the release date, 2 weeks, all right? All you got to do is put down in the comments a comment about your memories or your thoughts. What do you think about candy cigarettes? Do you think they should be gone? Do you think this is okay? Do you know, whatever. It doesn't matter. Put something in the comments. I'll draw 6 winners at random, and you'll all be getting at least a box of these candy cigarettes. If for nothing else, they make a heck of a little display piece. So put that in the comments. Anyhow, I really hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a giant thumbs up, click subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification bell so you never miss one of my fun time favorite videos. If you have any questions, put them down below, and I expect a lot of comments so that you can be entered to win in my little giveaway. All right, that's going to do it for today. I just want you to remember that memories taste sweet. So very sweet. All right, this is Paul from Fat Guy Productions. Until next time, be good.